Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel actually, called Astute Forex Institution. So today, what are we gonna do today it's really simple, right? So what are we gonna do today? Um, we're gonna analyze this chart that we actually analyzed the other day on Sunday. The the whole thing is here on the YouTube channel. I never deleted anything, and it's full of what we actually expected on price for the week, right? So we are mid inside the week. Actually, today is the Wednesday. So today is the Wednesday. So I'll try to make this thing short as possible, right? So that like you can both save data and time, right? For those who don't have Wi-Fi. So what did we expect today? Um, this week, right? We expected the price to open below here. If you can probably see the stream that I made the other day, you can probably see that we actually anticipated the price to come here, right? Then maybe I thought the price, I knew that, I understood that. I'm not saying I knew because that implied that I actually knew, but I forecasted and speculated that the price is gonna drop here, right? It's gonna open here, it's gonna open a gap because during the weekend, the one that we actually came from 2 days ago, right? So there was war headlines on news, right? So I did not pay much attention to it. But I knew that because of that we're gonna cap, so that's what I actually anticipated. Maybe this thing happened on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe if it was Sunday, but I don't remember the exact date, right? So what happened, right? What did that How did that influence the market? So did influence the market because the market opened here, right? This is the open of the weekly candle, right? So we're still in between. We have not yet closed the candle, so we still have 2 days to go, right? For us to close the week, because this is the weekly time frame, right? So what happened here, it's really simple, guys. Let me show you what I actually anticipated. Yes, remember when I said the price is gonna come to this or this, right? The price actually did come to this. So what happened then? The price immediately dropped lower, right? But we're gonna zoom to lower time frame, right, so that you guys can see everything. And I'm not sure if like this thing is just working or okay. So I think there's a mismatch here, but let me just try and fix that because I don't want this thing to look bad. Okay, so I think we sorted now. If I look at the mouse cursor, then I can see that it's actually following everything that I'm saying, so there's no lag. I'm not sure if it's gonna continue, but then if it does continue, then it means that I won't upload the video, or you guys won't see the video, because I would hate to record something which is inappropriate for you guys. I'm doing this for you. So what we have, the last time we had our live, our stream, right? I actually explained how the market works and how the market moves, right? So I'm gonna delete this because it's irrelevant now. If you wanna see how we actually discussed it, go look at the Sunday market breakdown, the recent one, not the one with parts, the recent one. So what happened here? The price went high. It opened here, then the price went high to these, right? You see these gaps here, right? Went to those gaps, and it also opened below this side liquidity here. We had anticipated that the price is gonna move higher, then it's gonna drop lower to this. But then looking at the time and looking how the things are going and how the market is actually behaving this week, without very very valid news drivers, because this week we have weak news drivers. If you can see, I think this week we have very 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 weak news drivers, right? Today we had initial jobless claims. Then we had these. Wait. No. That's this day. That's tomorrow. I think that's better. Today we have crude oil stocks change, and and we had MBA 30-year mortgage rates. So all the other days we were just like the market was just moving, nothing much. Just it was just moving. I think what I can anticipate here is that next week is gonna be fire though. It's gonna be really tradable. So as it is the as we have NFP next week. So what do we have during the week? On Monday at 10:30 we have the list Fed manufacturing index. Then we have Fed Williams speech at 4. Then on Tuesday we have this. This is very important, guys. This is very important. As you can see that the bar is actually full, so this is very important. So other than that, I don't think we do have anything very specific. Or then we have Fed. We had Fed here speech. It's not that much, but we're gonna see on Wednesday. Oh, and on Wednesday we have resale sales. So this is very important also as well. What time? It's 8:30, so it's 8:30 in the morning. Not in South African time, New York time. So then we have what else do we have? Which could actually drive the market. Wait. On Wednesday we don't have anything. On Monday prayed. Guys, looks like we don't have anything tangible, but we have initial jobless claims, so which is very important also as well. Then the most important thing we should be anticipating next week is non-farm payroll, so NFP and unemployment rates and all that. So they're all released at the same time, so don't get it confused. Then we have ISM, very important also as well. So let's move to each other. So what did we have this week? Let me move to one day so that like I can put save time. On Monday, what happened? There was a manual intervention on Monday. As I said on the stream, that those are the only thing we cannot run away from. It's there on the market. We cannot run away from that. It's the risk we take actually, so that like we can engage in these markets. What did we have? We have this fair value gap. This is a very tiny fair value gap, but it's very valid because the price moves to it, then retraced low and close below here on Monday, right? So on Tuesday, we did not have much, but the price opened here, went higher, then rallied all the way down. I promise you that it rallied all the way down. Then it closed. Then today we opened higher, moved higher, then closed here. Then this is the low, then we closed here. So let's see. Let's move to 15 minutes so that like you guys can see what happened on Monday. So this is what happened on Monday. Remember when I said that we actually putting our eyes in here because here it's really far, not really far, but it was possible. But then this is what I was actually looking for. I was actually looking for the price to hit here, but then the way the price hit that, it made me doubt the whole week moving straight, because this was not, I did not expect this candlestick. And if you can look at it, this was 7 a.m., right? There are no news drivers at 7 a.m., but usually most of the time the market moves like this at 7 a.m. But this one was influenced by a speech which was randomly I'm gonna say allegedly randomly tweeted, right? So do your research on that. And also we had I was actually looking for the market to actually crash these these relative equal highs, right? And eventually we came and crashed them. Then what happened after that? The price was not tradable. The price is not tradable at all. If you trade, then you have to scalp, and you have to ultra scalp. I'm not talking about scalping in such a way that you get you ultra scarf. Like if you get in here, then you have to get off here. If you take this as a minor buy side liquidity, if you get in here, then you have to get off there. Buy side liquidity there, buy side liquidity there. Fair value gap came in here. What happened next? Correctively moving higher. What happened next here? This was closed. This was the market. The market was about to close here. Yesterday, this is yesterday's price. So this is today's price. Today's price has been crazy, but I managed to maneuver here. I don't know how, but I actually managed to maneuver here because although I let greed touch me, because I don't understand how I let greed touch me today, because I had perfect entries here. I entered around here, if I'm not mistaken. I'm using another account, so I cannot show you the executions here. I entered around here. Then I was supposed to close when it comes to here, but then I was also looking at this because this was this day, this was Wednesday. So I actually expected the price to actually crash these relative equal lows, right? But then because we're actually trading inside this window, which is very correcting, so it's really hard for you to actually navigate this thing because the price is just moving the way you wanna move, right? So like it makes it harder for us to actually predict the whole thing, right? Yes, I took the trades up there. Then I took the trade here. I remember perfectly. I took the trade here. Let me show you. Okay, I'm gonna use market replay so that like we don't navigate to the whole thing. I'm just gonna save us some time. Alright, so what inspired me to take the trade there? I took the trade at 9. S&P, there was a S&P divergence here between there and that. No, yes, between this and that. So the S&P was higher like this. The S&P was here, while the Nasdaq was here. So that's actually influenced us to actually take the trade. So wait, is it really like that? No, 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 no. Oh yes, it's like that actually. Okay, wait. What happened here? Flip. Okay, let's never use this one. Okay, so what did we have here? We had this fair value gap. Fair value gap, by the way. What happened to it when the market was going higher, right? The market respected it perfectly. So I'm just gonna use. I like other colors now. I'm tired of using the same colors over and over. So I'm just using colors. So there's no real reason why I'm actually using these colors. I had a perfect trade today. Today was really a perfect day for us to actually make money. I entered here, right? Then I waited for the price to actually come here. Then the price didn't come here, so it actually stopped going lower here. This was the lowest. Um, so this was 10 a.m. right? So at 10 a.m. it's actually changed the whole thing, right? Started moving higher, started moving higher and higher and higher, right? Then moved back to this the middle point, right? After that, continued going lower, right? Came back to this. From here, I didn't actually close my profit. So this was the second time this thing has been happening. So the first time was this, right? I entered here, went low. I was supposed to exit here from this point, right? The first time. Then the price went higher again. I didn't close the trade. I didn't protect it. I was just keeping my stop loss above here. Went back to this, then went all the way down, right? I was supposed to close here because I had already reached my target, which was 1K dollars, right? And I didn't close. So what happened next? It moved higher to this, right? I didn't close either. Then it started moving lower, right? I'm still inside the trade actually, and the market has closed, but I'm still in it. So the market started moving higher, started making higher highs and higher highs because I entered here, but then I had my stop above here. So it created most of that uncertainty because I've not capitalized on this whole move, right? I had not capitalized on this move. So I think I was floating around 600 here, 600 to 700. I'm not sure actually. But this was enough actually. This was really enough. But then I did not want to listen or take advantage of that because my mind was like, oh, $1,000. I could possibly make $1,000 in a Wednesday, right? That's what was on my mind actually. I did not actually pay more attention to how everything is, right? Then the price went low, came back. Then the price came back to this fair value gap, respected it perfectly. Then went high to this, then went low, all right, to this. Then what happened next? The price went high. The price pushed higher, right? So this is the point where where I was like, um, oh, my stop had triggered here because I had protected. I think I placed my stop above here. So this one just triggered it and moved me out on on the another account because I have two accounts that I'm actually managing right now. That's not a good thing, but I'm actually doing that. But it's whatever. So took me out here on another account. Then I tried to enter here because I was furious. Then when it comes to this, then it kept spiking higher because I saw that the other channel was live, the White House was live. So I actually decided that no, let me just close the trade because I don't want that what happened on Monday happen again because I know the slippage is gonna be crazy because those things happen unexpectedly. So then then I took a trade here, it came back, then went higher, then I didn't take a trade. I exited, right, because of these spikes. Right, then I took a trade, I added another position on their account, right? The one that was floating $600. I added another account here. I added another trade, I think here, right? Then it went lower because my target was this now. But then on the thousand, I was actually targeting. Wait, is it here? Yes, I think it's here, right? It's here. I was actually targeting this, but below this, right? I was actually targeting around here. So the price went to to what I targeted before, but then I didn't close. So credit was actually touching me today. I think that's one of the baddest thing that happened, right? Then the price went did its whole thing, did its whole thing. Okay, wait, let me just. I don't like using these things. I like it when the market scan the market live. Okay, the market is closed. The market is closed now. So if you can see, probably it's not closed. Wait, what's going on? Oh, it's closed. Hey. So into this, and it's going higher now. How long would it go higher? Right? Oh, flip. Where this game? I did not actually pay attention to that. Did not see it because I'm using another chart. So obviously you're not gonna see everything. Yes, then the market went low. But still, I'm still interested in seeing these lows getting crashed. I'm still interested in that. I'm still fixed on that mindset. Let's move to gold. Let's not waste time and move to gold. I did not trade gold. I don't trade gold, as I said. This is gold. I don't trade gold. But then we're gonna see how gold actually performed. If we can look at the if we can look what we actually studied, what we're looking at during the Sunday market breakdown, we can probably say that our target were actually met this week. gold touched this sell side liquidity, right? And we moved from this sell side liquidity to this, and it even went lower, right? Which if you can use that, you can probably see that. But what happened here, right? As I anticipated that the price is gonna come here or here, right? But then the price did not come here. It just keep ranging inside the air. But because the week has not closed, so I'm actually waiting and seeing that what's gonna happen here. Because if you can look at it, but I don't actually think, because we still have this to crash, right? Yes, it can move a little bit higher, but not a lot. Not a lot. As taking into account that it's actually Wednesday today, right? So tomorrow is gonna be Thursday, right? So what does that mean? It means that whatever the direction that we actually picked from these 2 days, it's actually incorrect. So not that it's incorrect, but it's possible that the market can move lower because we've been moving higher for like 2 days, right? So remember this thing that I actually taught, that the market opens here, then go higher to manipulate people, then move lower, make the lowest low, right, and then move higher to close, right? That's what I'm actually seeing when I see these candlesticks. So there's a power of three taught by ICT. You can find it on ICT Mentorship 2022, I think. Maybe it's episode 4 or 6, but it's not five. It's not on 16 or 17. I think, and it's here on YouTube. It's free, so utilize that. So the market went lower, crashed this, then started moving higher, right? As I said, then I wanted to see the price coming here, but then looking at it, I thought the price is gonna move higher for the next consecutive days, right? But then as it moving like this, then it's actually signaling to us that, um bro, I'm not gonna move lower. I don't wanna move lower, right? So let's just scan how we could have taken advantage of this thing, right? This is the law, this is social liquidity, yeah. This is, this thing happened on all platforms, right? This is the same thing what that happened. The price went higher to this. No, it did not come to that. You need to train your eyes for you to actually see all these things, because these things are very important. So I think the price is gonna go higher tomorrow. Sorry, like it can crash this, then it's gonna start moving lower. But then I'm still waiting to see that. The price today was not actually tradable. I actually tried to trade some things, but today the price is not really tradable. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday was actually nicer because the price is just making higher highs if it's making higher highs, or making lower lows if it's making lower lows. But today it's just long weeks. That's all. But then because I'm an intraday scalper, so I actually understand it, and then just use that on 1 minute, 15 second, and 30 second, right? I don't go lower than that, because lower than that just, well, that's a lot of work. So the price went lower, then I'm expecting for it to at least hit here. Then maybe I can start looking at the price to see if it can go lower, right? But the only thing it's actually targeting here is, are these relative equal lows, right? We have these here. So that's what I'm actually looking for here. If not that, then I'm not engaging. If you don't go higher here, crash these outside liquidity buy side or relative equal highs, right? If you don't crash them and draw back, then move a little bit higher, or whatever, or create something which I actually understand here. I think from that point, I think I'm gonna be ready to engage in selling gold, right? To here. I'm not sure about here, because we do not have any other relative equal lows except these, right? We have these here. So I'm not sure if we can drop back to that, but for tomorrow I think we're gonna go higher just to drop lower, right? I'm always looking for a sell side delivery every time, because we actually in a crashing market. So I'm actually looking for that every single time when I'm in these trades. So I hope you guys actually learned something today. I think I'm gonna stop it here. I think 25 minutes is good. So hey guys, bye. Just if you want clarity on something, you can guys see my socials there. I do not have Facebook right now. I deactivated it months ago, right? But I do have Twitter where I actually connect with others. Then I have TikTok where I actually post the clips, right, of daily trades, more like shorts actually. So I hope you guys do understand and seek more information on how to operate this market. But the best way you can learn that is by clicking the ICT YouTube channel. You guys can learn a lot there, I promise you. So hey guys, bye. Be safe. Oh my goodness. Oh.